Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. All you beautiful, wonderful, lovely people. I realize that it has been forever since I had recorded a video, but so for today I kind of did a little bit of a twofer in the sense that I did a warm-up sketch on here to kind of show you guys that process, and then I did a full color rendered piece. So it was kind of nice. I realized that I'd been kind of absent, but I was allowing myself to kind of enjoy the days off that I had rather than trying to get extra work done on here, as well as, working in my day-to-day life. But it was still kind of just enjoyable and getting revamped and everything, which also helped me to get a bit more inspired and kind of come up with some ideas. And I have quite a few that I'm planning on getting out, as well as, of course, I know it's still some time away, but Mermaid will be coming in a couple months now. So that's something too that I want to try and kind of like pre-record some videos for, and also get some recording done during the month of, so that I can have a bit more of a more frequent viewing or video uploading during that time frame. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm really glad to be back and to be talking with you guys, because I do enjoy it, and I always enjoy kind of just drawing and also being able to talk about kind of my thought process throughout this. So with today's video, when I was working on this piece, I really wanted to go for like a pastel look. I decided to actually use a combination of my copic markers as well as the Arteza everblend markers. And with the Arteza everblend, I picked up a skin tone pack a while back, and I hadn't really gotten the opportunity or had taken the opportunity to fully use them like I did in this video. So this was kind of my first real like big piece experimentation with using their skin tone set and kind of just messing with those colors, seeing how the markers blended and worked really well. And actually I rather enjoyed them and rather liked them. They're definitely a cheaper alternative to the copic markers, as the set was significantly less than the copic markers would be. The only downside is that they have a chisel tip, or a chisel tip and a pointed tip, I should say, rather than a chisel tip and a brush pen tip, which the brush tip is something that I've always genuinely loved from copic markers. I know some people have had issues with them in the past. I've been using copic markers for about 6 years now, and I still love them and haven't had any issues. I love that you can replace the nibs and refill the inks and all of that good stuff. So it's one of those where that's kind of where I look at copic markers in the better sense, but I also am always down for a cheaper alternative simply because affordability. So it's where I wanted to kind of experiment with these Arteza markers and get some play with them, and I love them quite a bit. Actually, they were really nice to work with. It was definitely weird using the pointed tip, but I think in a combination to using them with the copic markers, seeing as they're both alcohol based, it was kind of like this really nice back and forth, because I could get kind of the fine point with the pointed tip from the Arteza, but then get that really nice flowy brush effect with the brush tip of the copic markers, and they worked well together, and that was kind of nice. That it was a cohesive blending, being that they're both alcohol markers. So it was fun to kind of play around, and my whole feel with this particular piece is I kind of just wanted like a pastel cutie who is almost in this like romantic breathy sense in this water, and just kind of hanging out and looking gorgeous, all that good stuff. And it was just fun to kind of create and have fun and explore. My biggest approach with this particular piece was just kind of seeing how these markers worked, and also kind of allowing myself to revamp from taking a good break and start with essentially where I had started when I started this channel, which is with the alcohol markers. You know, when I first started creating videos on this channel, I was using my copics. And so it's nice to kind of have another go back to using those markers, because they are something that I've had a lot of practice with and I always love using. And I love kind of the ease and the approach that I can take with them, where, you know, being that I'm still experimenting and using watercolors, it's something where I hesitate in my approach to using the watercolors, even though it has been getting progressively better. But really, I loved how this piece kind of turned out. I really wanted this just kind of cute, simple. I wanted a little bit of background, so I created some little like fireflies and had little hearts floating in the air, because I just wanted this really kind of peaceful and tranquil, fun feel to this. And I gave her this transition of like a light purpley blue color to like a nice teal color, because I'm a sucker for purples, as we've talked about in the past. And I also love teals of every shade. I don't think you can really go wrong with a teal color. It's just this beautiful combination of blue and green that doesn't fail. And that's kind of where I just blended the two. I also did it for the eyes, so it's kind of, in a way, for every color piece that isn't just skin tone, I only stuck with 2 colors and wanted that kind of flow to be throughout the imagery. And it was really fun to do and kind of see the effect that could come along. And I could have done a lot more with making the hair a lot more in depth and everything, but I still wanted that kind of cross between like the cartoony and not so cartoony mixture. You know me, I don't like going too realistic. I just like making cute girls. That's just all there is to it. So I also tried my best to kind of get close-ups. I realized that not everything is seen as far as coloring goes, but I really wanted to have that nice close-up on the face for this video and kind of see how it would look, see how it would turn out, and see how you guys would like it, so you can kind of see a little bit more of my process as I'm going through an up close rate, rather than just seeing it consistently from a distance. So I think my next goal, as far as saving for way in the future, because it's going to take a hefty amount of time, is to actually get a camera to film with, because I would love to really actually start filming with a camera outside of my phone and seeing what I can do to kind of have that combination of like far away and then zoomed in when I want certain pieces or certain time frames of the video to be more in your face. And I'm sorry, someone is weed whacking outside. So all the same, I'm going to end this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. It's so nice to be back. I hope that you all have a lovely, wonderful, super fantastic weekend. Remember, you're amazing and beautiful, and to share the love with other people around you. Have a fantastic day. Take it easy. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.